Monday morning, Part 2, Psalm 32 through 36. Psalm 32, Psalm 33. Rejoice exceedingly, O righteous one in the Lord. Praise is fitting for the upright ones. Give thanks to the Lord with lyre, and with 10-string harp sing to him. Sing to him a new song, sing well with a loud voice. For the word of the Lord is righteous, and all his works are in faithfulness. He loves mercy and justice. The earth is full of the mercy of the Lord. By the word of the Lord the heavens were made firm, and by the breath of his mouth all their power. He gathers the waters of the sea as a bag. He sets the deep in treasures. Let all the earth fear the Lord, and from him let all the ones who are dwelling upon the inhabited worlds be shaken. For he spoke, and it became. He commanded, and it was created. The Lord scatters the counsels of the nations, and he sets aside the deliberations of the people, and rejects the counsels of the rulers. But the counsel of the Lord remains forever, the deliberations of his heart from generation to generation. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, his people from whom he chooses for an inheritance for himself. From the heaven the Lord looked down, and he saw all the sons of men. From his prepared dwelling place he looked down upon all the ones who are inhabiting the earth. The ones who are alone formed their hearts, the one who has understanding of all their works. A king is not saved because of much power, and a mighty one will not be saved in the magnitude of his strength. The horse is false for salvation, and in the magnitude of his power he will not be saved. Behold, the eyes of the Lord upon the ones who fear him, the ones who place their hope upon his mercy, to save their souls from death and to continually sustain them in famine. Our soul waits upon the Lord because he is our helper and our protector, because our heart will delight in him, and we put our hope in his holy name. May your mercy, O Lord, be upon us, even as we put our hope in you. Psalm 33, Psalms 34. I will bless the Lord in every occasion. Through every circumstance the praise of him will be in my mouth. My soul will be commended in the Lord. Let the humble hear and let them rejoice. Magnify the Lord with me and lift up high his name together. I sought out the Lord, and he heard me, and he rescued me from all of my sojourning. Come to him, and you will be enlightened, and your faces will never be disgraced. This poor person cried out, and the Lord heard him, and he saved him from all of his afflictions. The angel of the Lord will encamp in a circle around the ones who fear him, and he will rescue them. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who hopes in him. Fear the Lord, all you holy ones of him, because there is no deficiency for the ones who are fearing him. The rich begin to beg and become hungry, but the ones seeking out the Lord will not be lacking any good thing. Come, you children, hear me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What person is there who wants life and loves to see good days? Stop your tongue from evil, and your lips do not speak guile. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears listen to their entreaty. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil things, to destroy utterly the memory of them from the earth. The righteous ones cried aloud, and the Lord heard them, and he rescued them from all their afflictions. The Lord is near to the ones who have been broken with respect to their heart, and he will save the humble in spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but he will rescue them from all of them. The Lord guards all their bones, not one of them will be crushed. Evil is the death of sinners, and the ones who hate the righteous will offend. The Lord will redeem the souls of his servants, and surely never shall all those who are hoping in him go astray. Psalm 34, Psalm 35. Judge, O Lord, the ones who are doing wrong to me. Make war on the ones who are making war on me. Seize a weapon and a shield. Rise up for my aid. Pour out the sword and enclose those persecuting me from opposition. Say to my soul, I am your salvation, that they may be ashamed and turned about who seek my life. May they be turned away backwards and disgraced, all those who plot evil things against me. Let them be like the chaff in the face of the wind, and the angel of the Lord afflicting them. Let their way become darkness and fall, and the angel of the Lord pursuing them. For they hid the destruction of their trap against me for nothing. Without cause they reviled my life. Let the trap of which they do not know come to them, and the snare which they hid, let them capture them, and in the trap they will fall with it. But my soul will rejoice exceedingly in the Lord, and I will be delighted in his salvation. All my bones will say, Lord, who is like you, rescuing the needy from the hand of those stronger than him, and the needy and poor from those robbing him. Rising up unrighteous witnesses, he asks of me about that which they are not understanding. They repay me bad things for good and childlessness for my life. But I, when they troubled me, was wearing sackcloth and was humbling my soul with a fast, and my prayer turned into my chest. As for a neighbor, as for our brother, thus I was well pleased, as the one mourning and looking sullen. Thus I was humbling myself. And they were delighted and were gathered together against me, and they gathered together scourges against me that I did not know. They were separated and not pained in heart. They tempted me, they mocked me with scorn, they gnashed their teeth against me. O Lord, how long will you observe? Restore my life from their wrongdoing, my unique life from lions. I will give thanks to you, O Lord, in the great assembly. With the mighty people I will praise you. May those who are hating me not rejoice over me vainly, those hating me for nothing and winking with their eyes. For indeed, to me they were speaking peaceful things, but in wrath they were devising treachery. And they widened their mouth against me, and they said, Good, good, our eyes saw. You saw, O Lord, do not pass over in silence. O Lord, do not withdraw from me. Awake, O Lord, and pay attention to my case. My God and my Lord, pay attention to my cause. Judge me, O Lord, according to your righteousness. O Lord, my God, let them not rejoice over me. May they not say in their hearts, Good, good, for our life, nor may they say, We devoured him. May they be dishonored and shamed at once, those who rejoice over my reproaches, who boast against me. Let them wear disgrace and shame, and may they rejoice exceedingly, and may they be delighted, those who want my righteousness. And let them say through everything, Let the Lord be magnified, those who want the peace of his servant. And my tongue will attend to your righteousness, your praise the whole day. Psalm 35, Psalm 36. The lawless one, to sin, says himself that there is no fear of God before his eyes, for he disguised his lawlessness before him to find and to hate. The words of his mouth are lawlessness and guile. He did not want to understand to do good. He has regard for lawlessness in his bed, and he was near to every way that is not good, and with badness he was not angry. O Lord, your mercy is in heaven, and your truth is as far as the clouds, and righteousness is like the mountains of God. Your judgments are like a great deep. You will save, O Lord, and people and beasts. How you multiplied your mercy, O God, and the sons of men in hope the shade of your wings. They will be satisfied from the wealth of your house, and you will give drink to them from the fullness of your luxury. For from you is a fountain of life, and in your light we will see light. Stretch out your mercy to those who know you, and your righteousness to those who are upright in heart. Do not let a foot of arrogance come to me, and a hand of sinners to afflict me. And let all the ones who work lawlessness fail. They were driven out and surely never able to stand. Psalm 36, Psalm 37. Do not be provoked to jealousy with those acting wickedly, nor envy the ones who do evil. For like grass they will quickly wither, and like a garden of herbs, a tender grass they will fall quickly. Hope in the Lord and do goodness. Dwell upon the land, and you will be shepherded in its wealth. Delight in the Lord, and he will give to you the requests of your heart. Uncover to the Lord your way, and hope in him, and he will do it. And he will carry out your righteousness as light, and your justice as midday sun. Submit to the Lord and ask him. Do not be provoked to jealousy with the one who prospers in his life, with the person who does lawlessness. Cease from anger and abandon wrath. Do not be provoked to jealousy to act wickedly. For the ones who act wickedly will be destroyed, but the ones who wait upon the Lord, they will inherit the earth. And yet, in a little while, and the sinner will surely not exist, and you will seek for his place, and you shall surely not find him. But the meek will inherit the land, and they will delight in the multitude of peace. The sinner will watch closely the righteous one, and will gnash his teeth against him, but the Lord will laugh at him, because he foresees that his day will come. The sinners drew a sword, and they stretched their bow to strike down the needy one or the poor one, to slay the upright in heart. May their sword enter into their own heart, and may their arrows be crushed. Better is the little for the righteous one than the great wealth of sinners. For the armies of sinners will be crushed, but the Lord supports the righteous ones. The Lord knows the ways of the blameless ones, and their inheritance will be forever. They will not be put to shame in the evil time, and in the days of famine they will be satisfied. For the sinners will perish, and the enemies of the Lord at the same time, with their being glorified and lifted up, are failing like smoke they died. The sinner borrows and does not pay back, but the righteous is compassionate and lends. For the ones who bless him will inherit the earth, but the ones who call down curses upon him will be utterly destroyed. The steps of a person are directed from the Lord, and he will delight in his way. When he falls, he is not dashed down, because the Lord supports his hand. I was once younger, as I also grew old, and I did not see the righteous one forsaken, nor his seed seeking food. The whole day he shows mercy and lends, and his seed will have a blessing. Turn from evil and do good, dwell forever and ever. For the Lord loves justice, and he will not forsake his holy ones, for they will be kept forever. The blameless will be avenged, and the seed of the ungodly will be utterly destroyed. But the righteous ones will inherit the earth and dwell upon it forever and ever. The mouth of the righteous ones will attend to wisdom, and his tongue will speak justice. The law of his God is in his heart, and in his steps he will not be tripped up. The sinner looks at the righteous one and seeks to kill him, but the Lord will never leave him into his hands, nor ever condemn him when he judges against him. Wait upon the Lord and keep his way, and he will raise you up to inherit the earth. You will see when the sinners are utterly destroyed. I did see an ungodly person exalted exceedingly, and magnified as the cedars of Lebanon. But I passed by, and behold, he was not there. And I sought for him, but his place was not found. Keep innocence and seek uprightness, because there is posterity for a peaceful person. But the lawless one will be utterly destroyed together. The posterity of the ungodly will be utterly destroyed. But the salvation of the righteous is from the Lord, and he is their protector in the time of tribulation. The Lord will help them and rescue them, and he will deliver them from sinners and save them, because they hoped in him.